Hello world, this is Bible Time Capsule, and I'm Citizen. Today's readings for January 2nd, 2014. We are in the first book of Kings, or the first book of Samuel, also called the first book of Kings, chapter 16, titled Samuel and Isai's son, Isai, Isai. We'll go with that. Let's rock with that. Let's begin then. Chapter 16, Samuel and Isai's son. And the Lord said to Samuel, How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, whom I have rejected from reigning over Israel? Fill thy horn with oil, and come, that I may send thee to Isai the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. And Samuel said, How shall I go? For Saul will hear of it, and he will kill me. And the Lord said, Thou shalt take with thee a calf of the herd, and thou shalt say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord. And thou shalt call Isai to the sacrifice, and I will shew thee that thou art to do, and thou shalt anoint him whom I shall shew to thee. Then Samuel did as the Lord had said to him, and he came to Bethlehem, and the ancients of the city wondered, and meeting him, they said, Is it thy coming hither peacefully? Peaceable is the word here. And he said, It is peaceable. I am come to offer sacrifice to the Lord, but ye sanctified. And come with me to the sacrifice. And he sanctified Isai and his sons, and called them to the sacrifice. And when they were come in, he saw Eliab, and said, Is the Lord's anointed before him? And the Lord said to Samuel, Look not on his countenance, nor on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. Nor do I judge according to the look of a man, for man seeth those things that appear, and the Lord beholdeth the heart. And Isai called Abinadab, and brought him before Samuel, and he said, Neither hath the Lord chosen this. And Isai brought Shammah, and he said of him, Neither hath the Lord chosen this. Isai therefore brought his 7 sons before Samuel, and Samuel said to Isai, The Lord hath not chosen any one of these. Next section, David anointed. And Samuel said to Isai, Are here all thy sons? He answered, There remaineth yet a young one, who keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said to Isai, Send, and fetch for him, for we will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent for and brought him. Now he was a ruddy and beautiful to behold, and of a comely face. And the Lord said, Arise, and anoint him, for this is he. Then Samuel took the horn of oil, and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward, and Samuel rose up and went to Ramathah. Next section, Saul's evil spirit. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And the servants of Saul said to him, Behold, now an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let the Lord give orders, and thy servants who are before thee will seek out a man skillful in playing the harp, that when the evil spirit from the Lord is upon thee, he may play with his hand, and thou mayest bear it more easily. Let me read that again. Let the Lord give orders, and thy servants who are before thee will seek out a man skillful in playing on the harp, that when the evil spirit from the Lord is upon thee, he may play with his hand, and thou mayest bear it more easily. Okay. And Saul said to his servants, Provide me then some man that can play well, and bring him to me. And one of the servants answering said, Behold, I have seen the son of Isai the Bethlehemite, a skillful player, and one of great strength, and a man fit for war, and prudent in his words, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Then Saul sent messengers to Isai, saying, Send me David thy son, who is in the pastures. And Isai took an ass laden with bread, and a bottle of wine, and a kid of the flock, and sent them by hand of David his son to Saul. And David came to Saul, and stood before him, and he loved him exceedingly, and made him his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Isai, saying, Let David stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. So, whensoever the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, David took his harp and played with his hand, and Saul was refreshed and was better, for the evil spirit departed from him. That's the end of chapter 16 of the first book of Samuel, also known as first book of Kings. This is Bible Time Capsule, and I'm Citizen. Peace. I'm out.